my relationship with God became very, very transactional. This thing that is playing out could be the work of the devil. This person that is coming to me, that is trying to sell this idea to me, is selling the idea of the devil. But I wasn't doing it from a place of, oh, this is the right thing to do. This is what I should be doing as a Christian. I was doing it from a place of, oh, let me give you this so that you can give me what I'm asking for. Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's your girl Sophie, and I'm back in your screens, guys, with another banger. Today, I have a very interesting topic planned out to talk about, and as you've probably seen from my title or my thumbnail, today we are talking about how our trust issues affect our relationship with God. So, as I like to do on this channel whenever I'm doing my divine dialogues, I will first give my personal experience before I go deep in the video. My personal experience is before I started my journey with Christ, I was so deep into the trust issues realm. And I'm not talking about the whole Bible saying not trust anyone. I'm talking serious trust issues, enough to not give anyone, whether friends, whether family, whosoever you are, the benefit of doubt or the grace that you would require from a relationship with somebody. So when I started my journey with Christ, I took my trust issues into that relationship with God. I kid you guys not, it was bad enough that when good things were happening in my life, I just couldn't trust that those things were for me, that there was a higher being who was working to just make things work in my favor. So every day I would wake up in the morning, and when my life feels peaceful, bro, I self-destruct. Like, I start looking for things that are bad. I start expecting bad things to happen so that it just feels right, because I know that these things cannot be for me. Nobody is capable of doing all these good things in my life. Nobody is capable of making sure things work in my favor and things work for me and things are for me and things are good for me. And it was a very terrible experience. So much that my relationship with God became very, very transactional, because for a while things were like they were magic. They were almost too good to be true, and I couldn't believe it. So, when it started to fall apart, it seemed more realistic for me. Mind you, in all of this, I still had my strong belief in God. I still had faith in God. So, I knew all these good things that He was supposed to do for me, but somehow, psychologically, I just couldn't trust that these things He was doing were genuinely for me and from a place of like, okay, I love you, and so I'm doing these things for you. When I say transactional, it was in the sense that, let's take for instance school. I'll be like, oh, I want my semester's results to be amazing this semester, and for you to do this for me, I'm going to give so and so, or I'm going to read my Bible for 3 days so that you can do this for me. And there is nothing bad with wanting to put more effort into spirituality, like reading your Bible and giving to people and all of those things. But I wasn't doing it from a place of, oh, this is the right thing to do, this is what I should be doing as a Christian. I was doing it from a place of, oh, let me give you this so that you can give me what I'm asking for. And for a while I thought there was absolutely nothing wrong with doing this because I was doing the right thing. So what do you want to say about that? What is so wrong with this is the fact that you would never be able to repay God's grace if you're thinking of His mercy, His grace, His benevolence in a transactional way. You would continue to be a debtor. There is no way, there is nothing you have, there is nothing you will have, there is nothing you can invent that would ever be able to repay God for the things He does in your life. And I was able to realize this after a very long time in my journey with Christ, and after a lot of conviction, after a lot of trials, before I was able to see that this is what God is trying to tell me. So, from this experience, I don't know if there's anyone out there who is doing these things that I did or falling into this trap of a transactional relationship with God. But all I'm trying to tell you is that you will never be able to repay God for the goodness of his heart. You will never be able to repay him for the things that he does in your life, because when you look in retrospect, you just find places that you probably didn't spot, but his hands were on it the whole time. As I'm sitting down here, when I stand up from this place, when I eat, the different things that you think are just very casual in your life are the things that God is working full time to make sure that they go very smoothly. And you would think that, oh, it's just me walking into my house, or it's just me sitting out here, or it's just me doing whatever it is that you do. But God is working full time. He's working full time, making sure that you have everything going well for you. When I was thinking of speaking on this topic, the Bible verse that came to me was First Peter chapter 5, verse 7. And it says, "Cast your cares upon the Lord, because he careth for you." I know this seems like just any conventional love letter that God wrote to us through the Bible, but when you go to the next verse, you see him instruct us to be sober and to be vigilant, because the devil like a roaring lion walketh about. You may ask what this means to me, and I would say the devil operates through the tangible things around us, the human beings around us. So if he uses the human beings around us, the Bible is trying to tell us to be vigilant, to be sober, because we need to be able to observe when this thing that is playing out could be the work of the devil. This person that is coming to me, that is trying to sell this idea to me, is selling the idea of the devil. He wants us to be very attentive to the things that are happening. He doesn't expect that we just sit and just let everything play out the way it's supposed to play out. Let any human being walk into our life. Let anyone just have access into our hearts and minds. The Bible is trying to tell us that we should be attentive, we should observe, because it is when you observe that you pick out those lessons from those experiences that you would have probably just seen as any other day in your life. But when you look at it, you see that there are lessons, there are ideas that you could pick up from those experiences in your normal life. So this is me just trying to encourage you guys. In Jeremiah chapter 29, verse 11, it says, "For the thoughts I have of you are of peace and not of evil, thoughts to prosper you." And when you go down, you hear him saying to call on him and to pray to him, and he will hearken unto you. You best believe that God is working in your favor, that God is set out to do things in your favor, that God is set out to prosper you. He wants your life to go very smoothly. He sent his son to die on the cross of Calvary so that we can have a more free life. Tell me something that anyone could possibly do to top that. Tell me something that any organization, that is group of people, 10,000 people gathered together, could possibly do to top what God did by giving his son to die for us so that we could live a free and, pleasurable life. On top of all of that, he also says that everything we need is already made available to us. You just need to pray to claim those things. You just need to reach out to accept those things, to know that those things are yours and get it. If there was a human being on this earth that could do any of those things that God has done for you would be so loyal to this human being. You will 100% put your trust in this human being. You will love that person, and I don't think you would willingly want to lose this person from your life. So I wonder why there is this higher being who is doing a lot more than that for us. We wake up in the morning, he's making provision, he's protecting us, he's professing his love for us through his word, and we still find a way to not believe or not trust that these things that he's doing are for us and because he loves us. And it's just a lot for me to process that somebody is going so far to make sure our life is working the way it's supposed to work, and we still find a way to doubt him. Like, what was the reason? What was the reason? I don't know what your reason is, and I don't know what you've gone through in life that is making you see God in such a far-fetched way, in such a untrustable way. But I'm telling you right now that putting your trust in God could never, ever, 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 ever go wrong. Like, there is nothing that could ever happen. There is nothing you could ever do that would make you regret putting your trust in the Lord. God is out here rooting for you. I was talking to my friend the other day and I was telling her, like, casting our worries and our burdens, letting go of them and putting them onto Jesus is where he taps his joy from. Like the idea of this situation might break her, but I know that she would always hold on to my word. She would always hold on to the belief that I will not fail her, that I will not let her down, is where he just joys from. The devil has nothing to say in such a situation because he's trying. He's purposely trying to bring you down, and you have that confidence, you have that faith, you have that trust in the Lord that whatever happens, you know that God is working in your favor. That is where he taps his joy from. Don't deprive God of the joy that comes with having a child who completely trusts and has confidence in his power and in his grace. Imagine waking up in a very big mansion where you have people doing everything for you. Somebody who puts on your slippers when you're getting down the bed, who cooks for you, who bathes you, who does everything for you when you wake up from sleep. It's like bliss. It's like and I'm telling you now that letting God take care of you is literally like that. Like, there is no out of context in this. Letting God take care of you is legit like waking up in the morning to a house full of workers that are ready to do your every wish. Let it sink into our heads that God is for us and not against us. I don't know if I've been able to throw enough light on this particular topic, but I pray to God that this has been able to find somebody and help somebody through a time where maybe they don't feel like God is doing enough for them. I promise you, he is working, and just give it time. You will see that the entire time his hands were on it. Thank you guys so much for watching my video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you like this video, don't forget to give me a very big thumbs up. Share this video to your friends, your mommy, your daddy, your cousins, your nephew, your nieces, your sisters, your brothers, anyone who you think this video will speak to at this moment or whatever moment. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and please leave a comment. Let me know what you're thinking. Let me know what you think about this topic. If I missed something, if I was wrong on something, we are all trying to grow together. So thank you guys once again for watching my video. I love you guys so much. Mwah.